Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson from the shotgun. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Allen now on 1st down. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you've got to continue to focus on not giving up a big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards. 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him. Need to get him going. Runs like that help.
Because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to.
The ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here.
The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's complete to Croft. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. Allen will try again on second down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. And again, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion. You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead. And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here? Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better. Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number. Exactly. Or the right play, yeah. That too. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Bills' 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bills 7, Ravens 0.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Jackson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Makes the score Bills 7, Ravens 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From the 40 now on second down, Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Bass on for the extra point.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
It's starting to tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football off the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. That's fielded at the 8-yard line.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen on 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. John Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the To play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
To throw again. Allen back to Brown, this time complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Over the middle here to Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Allen to the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They go right back to Singletary. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run on 1st down. Winters. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And short of the first as the tackle is made at the a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still this late in the game, Charles. I think you maybe,
especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winters.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
To 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee.